Hi there and welcome to the very first in our lockdown learning series, a series of very short tutorial videos showing excerpts from some of the stuff that we teach on our paid business consulting program to teach people how to become a professional business consultant. So during lockdown we're going to give some of the secrets to how we do things at Sort and Scale away, and this is the first of those tutorials. So this tutorial is called Sort and Scale Made Simple, and it's a very simple explanation of the underlying principle of the Sort and Scale methodology that we use. And so this is the exact same way that I would explain it to a brand new potential client, but also to new potential consultants like yourself if they want to learn and understand what Sort and Scale is all about. So I'll just get started. So initially, when we first engage with a new company, they're typically quite ambitious businesses. They want to grow significantly, maybe by a factor of 2 or 3 over a period of about 5 years, and quite consistently we see a very similar picture. So they'll you know, if you were to draw it out, where this was time here and this was you know, money up here, depending on what your currency is, and let's say this right here is now, right? So if they'll say, well, you know, we've been doing quite well. So in the past sort of X number of years, we've had a couple of dips, but you know, generally speaking, you know, we've been doing all right. And they say, so now we're really hungry for growth. We have this pick an arbitrary point in the future, so this point here, so let's just say 5 years. That's quite normal, and they say we've actually got we're really ambitious and we want to get our growth up to this point here, so they want to get up here. You say, great, that sounds fantastic, so how are you going to do that? And they say, well, more of the same. Like, we've been doing really well here, we've been growing the business, and we're going to do more of the same, and that's going to get us even more growth. But actually, if just, you know, the very simple logic of it, this picture here has taken their entire resource. The whole resource of the business has enabled this curve here. So, and if you just extrapolate that out, you know, if you take a sort of line of best fit, it's probably going to get them to about here. So if their sales and revenue stayed exactly the same, they would get here. They're not going to do that. But this kind of, investing their whole resource in their normal business improvement measures, so getting better at sales, better at marketing, improving their products, and all that good stuff, it's actually only likely to get them to this point here. So there's a gap in terms of the business with what it has at its disposal just now and its current trajectory and its ambitions. There's a gap, and this gap is represented, we call it the strategy gap, and it's represented by either, you know, products, can't write, products or services, customers, markets, or business models. There's something there that the business currently does not have and is not doing at all, which they will have to be doing at this point to close out that gap. So the core business isn't going to deliver this growth ambition, so essentially the business will have to have some kind of new initiative or revenue that they don't currently have today, as they sit here today. So so they've got a problem that's going to max out all the resources just to achieve this, and they don't have these things here that are going to close out this. So when we describe the Sort and Scale program to them, Sort and Scale typically takes about 12 months, and it's a series of very small projects, half of which are in the sort phase and half of which are in the scale phase. The purpose of the sort phase is to close this gap permanently. So we put processes and procedures in the business to get the business's own house in order, if you like. So what we're trying to achieve with the sort part of our program is to systematize and automate as much as possible the existing core business. So we try and turn that into a reliable, repeatable growth machine, so that then unlocks resource, which we can then target into closing this gap here. So we then invest the new resource and run a series of projects at the scale phase, which essentially create and commercialize some of these things here. So new products, services, customers, markets, business models, and we de-risk and accelerate those to market, and that is how we enable scale. So sort and scale specifically means in the short term, get your own house in order and systematize the core business, so that you can then run a series of informed projects that lead to rapid commercialization of new products, services, customers and markets that you don't currently have as you sit here today, and that enables you to close out this second gap and achieve your growth ambitions. That's it. Pretty simple logic. If you were becoming a new business consultant and you showed any particular an SME size business, that's a small to medium sized business with big ambitions, if you showed them that picture, I guarantee more often than not they will recognise that picture, and this will resonate with them, and it's a very good way to describe a program and get companies buying your consulting services. So that concludes the first of our lockdown learning tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next one.